In the 90s, Playmates Toys made the deepest line of Star Trek action figures in history. My name's Keith, and I'm a collector working towards owning all 284. I've been a Trek fan for almost 35 years, and most people are sick of me talking about it. But somehow I've convinced my old friend Mike to review them with me on Look at My Star Trek Toys! Here comes the whoosh! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Look at My Star Trek Toys. It's a little YouTube show where Mike and I, we look at Star Trek action figures, playsets, ships, whatever. Most of them are Playmates, but you know what? We'll look at anything. Anything I have in my hands that's Star Trek, we're going to talk about it on the show. We also do a lot of custom figures. Super fun, but I feel like if you're watching this, you probably already know that. But if you're not, you can do us a big favor by liking and subscribing if you enjoy our nonsense. How you doing, Mike?
I'm good, Keith. So sorry. We've been, full disclosure, we've been fighting with our tech this morning. So I was looking at statistics, Keith, which is the nerdiest thing I could possibly say. I'm happy to be with you. Always happy to play with some toys. We're it's a little sad because we're closing out the Star Trek Prodigy line today, which means that we've got everything you can got so far.
We got all the guts.
Except word on the street is we can go ahead and get ourselves some newly painted 2022 stuff.
Figures.
So maybe that's what we got to do.
That's true. Yeah, we do have a complete set of the entire 2022 line. Now we have a complete set of the 2023 line. But now the updates. I don't know. Going to be interesting to see. And I talked about it in one of the videos. Like, which one of them is more collectible? The bad paint or the upgraded paint? I don't know. Although some folks have not loved the upgraded paint as much as I did. Yeah, it looked like Spock saw a ghost.
Oh, interesting. But, we got some comments of people who got the new paint and did it 1-to-1, and it's definitely better, and they're going to be sending you pictures over at Star Trek Toys.
Oh, fabulous. So okay, great.
I sent them your way. In addition, Keith, they have the new ones. They have the new Kirk at least the Kirk at my Walmart, and I'm like, do I need a new one just so we can do a 1-to-1?
I mean, I think we probably do.
Yeah, can I write it off? I mean...
Yes, everything in the show is a total loss, but that's how that's how rich people don't pay taxes.
The reason that we're just floating above the red is because of these fine folks. Keith,
yes,
who are we thanking?
Indeed. These are our patrons at patreon.com/KNM. I'm going to read them out loud, then Mike's going to say what you get. Our captains are Bryant Kimball, Beersock, Brian Kaufman, Casey Clark, Jason Moe. Our commanders are Bren Joshua, lieutenants Andrew Hayes, Jorge Navoa, and the Mysterious Worf's Boot Shivs, Richard Coleman, Charles Babbage, and Ensign CRM Productions, Nikolay Ivanovich Lobachevsky at Grim Toys, Delusions at Noon, and of course our creators who actually send us stuff to the house. JD Makes, Colin Dagan, Chris Mitchell at CRM, Pat, and Joshua Cronin.
Keith, those fine folks get all kinds of cool stuff, and that cool stuff includes Ask Me Anythings, play-alongs, Let's Plays. We used to play a point-and-click adventure that we may
We're going to finish it.
Yeah, we'll finish, but the new one comes out next week, Keith, so we got to talk about
which you can't play for 100 times over and over.
I'm doing it. I don't care what you said. Do you
want to spoil your adventure on Deep Space Nine?
I did some Googling, and my understanding is that it's not going to spoil too much.
Too much?
Dude, I'm telling you, we're playing it. So you can hear Keith and I arguing behind a paywall.
Would you like to pay for listening to us argue about spoilers?
In addition, we do all kinds of fun stuff. We watch the animated series, we watch some TNG, we do stuff, and if you're lucky enough, you suggest a show and we do it, just like Strange New Show, and you have a Patreon exclusive RSS feed, Keith. All of our cool shows that are also podcasts get dumped into one RSS feed, so all you have to do is one subscription and no ads from Spotify or any of that stuff.
Good stuff. So today we are going to review the Gwyndala figure. So we're going to take a look at Gwyn here in the Prodigy box and what look like delicious choking hazards. I'm pretty excited to get into it.
Yeah, it looks like a potato chip over there.
I was thinking more like a Parmesan crisp.
Is that a batleth, Keith?
It definitely is a batleth of some sort.
It's
which
a
is
cooler
pretty
one
cool.
than I've seen on some of the other figures.
Yeah.
And a pokey sword.
Yeah, stabby sword.
I love a stabby.
Well, why else have a sword if it's not stabby? So, yeah, let's take a look at the back here. You're going to have to do the reading because I'm Pixel Bus on my side.
Oh, I'm sorry about the Pixel Bus. We look good over here, but...
it's fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's not about me.
Gwyn is among the last of her kind, Keith. Her mastery of languages lets... Just like Uhura. Isn't that funny that we just saw in Strange New Worlds? You hear how I pronounce that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uhura!
No yoo-hoo. It's ooh-hoo.
She's last for kind, special CC. She communicate. I can't communicate at all. Her mastery of languages lets her communicate with any species the crew encounters. She uses her neuroflux abilities to manipulate her fretwork into anything she needs, like a battle sword and a shield. Her fretwork?
Yeah, well, that's her like ability. She has like the like a Green Lantern ability to like create stuff.
Cool. She's
with the fret.
A Vonnegut?
Sure. Yeah, it's a great author, Kurt Vonnegut.
I don't know. It's a little esoteric for me. All right. Well, you know how we do here.
Yeah. Time to take out the John and cut her up.
We do the Leatherman John. Yeah, let's do it. Let me pull my mic over. Oh, the final. It's the final unboxing. Now, at least of this wave. There might be more, and I'll buy them cause I'm crazy, and my wife is going to be real mad.
And to buy that house where there are more places to hide them. It's really hard to hide your ridiculous action figure collection in an apartment. That's your problem.
Keith, so far, do you know what the #1 played with action figure in this house is?
No, what is it?
Murr.
Oh, well, if you mean Murph?
Murph, yeah. We call him Murr here at our house. Because it's usually being played with while a purr is happening.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, my cat loves that thing, and I find it every... Keith, somehow... You know what? Hold on, I'm doing it. Wait a second.
Something's going to happen.
Sorry for the journey here, but...
Oh, God. We're on a journey.
So, I don't have a lot of this. So I have all my this year's Playmates up here.
Uh-huh.
And next to Dell over there is usually where Murph sits.
Mm-hmm.
Murph. And unfortunately, every morning when I come into the office, all of the figures are still nicely placed on their stands. They just not Murph. He's gone. And I usually find him.
Murph.
Yeah, they take him away.
Where in the world is Murph in Indeglio's house?
Ooh, a lot of deep cuts today. Okay. Okay.
Come on, our audience knows Carmen Sandiego.
I know, in fact, but I know that we've used that joke before. Okay, so here she is.
Nice.
The choking hazards are cool.
Paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's got like it's a shield.
Well, it's a shield.
Yeah, so she can actually hold it. Maybe dual wield it. We don't see a lot of dual wield weapons when we play with these toys.
Well, I mean, I don't think she can do it with the batleth because batleth is definitely a two-hand. It's a two-hand weapon. Yeah, I'm telling you, it looks like a Parmesan crisp.
This pokey sword is that is a choker.
Stabber.
It's kind of pokey.
Kind of pokey. Well, good. She can defend Murph from the cats.
She can do the pokey, Keith, and then of course, oh no, turn herself around. There's many stands on the floor right now. Her feet are really.
When in the show does Mike start bleeding out?
Dang,
I don't know.
She's really belted.
Well, safety first. This is really suspenseful.
I can't do it.
This is very stressful.
There we go. Woo! It wasn't as close to my finger as it appeared, but it wasn't far off. Okay, here she comes.
You come to look at my Star Trek toys for the drama, for the suspense.
Well, Gwyn is definitely the most well packaged. That is for darn sure. Let me tell you what, Keith, her feet are wedged in as well. I don't want to break them off. Okay, we did it.
Whew.
Woo!
All right. Oh, that was suspenseful.
All right, we didn't show our. We didn't give our. Oh, we did.
Give away your Q or your.
Let's give away the giveaway code.
Give away the giveaway, folks. If you're paying attention, you know what? Hey, if you're using the code, right? 100% go for it. We don't care.
Yeah.
But leave a comment and let us know what it is.
Maybe send me a screen grab just so I know. Yeah.
So
what is the content?
Look, we don't need to own it. We just want it to go to a nice home. Too little soft. Yeah.
That's a different podcast, buddy.
Yes.
That you
remember
maybe
when you were
have
dating? You get a lot of feedback. Too little soft.
Cam here.
You got to go to top cam. Top cam. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, okay. So first
She's
off,
cool, and the arm tat is rad.
Oh yeah. The paint job is way more interesting and more complex.
Mm-hmm.
I love the neck, love the hair, and her sort of like tunic or whatever, the shirt she's wearing. I love the design of it and the color scheme. That's really cool.
She got an alloy vibe from PlayStation.
I don't what game is that from?
Wow, there's a distinct seam from where her hair goes to like the ornamental hair that moves and flexes
from the hard head.
From the hard head.
Well, look, sometimes extensions. You just need to.
Yeah, they maybe could have blended the paint a little bit.
Yeah, no, I definitely see that seam.
But you know what? It's okay. We still got some good flexi flex.
Right. Talk to me about all the articulations.
Articulation is much more humanoid this time around. Feels good in the joints. The knee flex, they do that thing where the knee is the knee pad is part of the lower bit.
Right.
But that's cool still.
But it would be.
Yeah.
Like,
it's funny.
All of us hockey players know what the shin pads do.
We were kind of scared with the Yankum and the Zero about how they would stand, but they both had big feet. And so big feet helps them stand a little better. This one her feet are small.
They're tiny.
So I have some concerns about that. But she does have the ankle articulation.
We're gonna test it.
Yep.
We're gonna give the test and twirl.
The test and
because that's the type of show we are. Mm-hmm. To really let you know. Will she stand up? Will she pirouette? Unclear.
Okay, let's check it out. Let's get her on the stand and see what we can see.
And of course, I imagine it will get harder the more they're played with and the joints become looser.
Mm-hmm.
But, the people who care about whether they're going to stand up on the stand aren't going to be playing with the sandbox anyway. So it's sort of a two different issues. Okay. We've got to stand. Can you make her stand up straight?
Whoop.
Oh, God, she's down. She's down.
So not great. Let's see. You kind of got to... Takes a little bit more...
Yeah, will she stand up without the stand? That's the question.
That's feeling like a hard no.
That's going to be a hard no.
You have to find the... It's not the can you get it, right? Because obviously you can manipulate them enough to get them where you need. But like that's
it's definitely way harder.
Figure from Disco, I had to do some real
work. Yeah.
Jettisoning.
Well, that's always been a problem, especially with the female characters because their feet are so small.
It's pretty close, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay, so it's possible, but much more difficult than some others. Oh.
That's square, and that is a circle. So I think we got to go other hand. And let me tell you, other hand is not designed for holdy hold much.
No, I think it's. Well, I think it's square and circle, so you can adjust it. Because if it were square and square, it could only work at one angle. It doesn't go that way. It goes on the.
No. See, her thumb does move, so it does hold.
No, but it's got to go on the forearm.
Oh my God.
There you go. Like a shield. That's cool.
That's very cool. Because for a second there, I was like, this is not going to be cool.
Just try the regular sword. You need to...
Okay, regular sword. She has a hand for that, so cool.
There you go.
And then let's go like this. Now she's cool.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, cool.
That's very cool.
That's really cool. It'll look great on the shelf. No, I like that. I like that very much. And I imagine customizers out there can paint that because those as sort of monochromatic. I think they're made out of like energy that she's creating. So certainly with some sort of metallic paint that has some shimmer to it, that could really improve how that looks pretty quickly.
All right, girl, you want to stand for me?
Yeah, and actually from there you can see all the details in the shield.
You see on her rear end is the
it's really hard to see.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'll tell you what, as far as the weapon accoutrement go and the coloring, I think I saved her for last because I didn't think she was going to be my favorite, but Keith, I think I prefer her, to the Dell, maybe.
I think it looks great. I mean, it is a funny placement for the copyright stamp. It's like, like everybody in college, sometimes they, they'll tattoo something stupid on their lower back and regret it later.
You know what I think
they've done that to poor Gwyn here.
To pull out to finish up the episode is...
What should we do?
We should go to this shot.
Uh-huh.
We should move this out of the way.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to remove all the choking hazards. So here we go. Here is the entirety of the
Prodigy line combining forces. All right, so we've got Gwyn. We've got Zero.
Where's everybody else?
There's Yankum Pog. He's coming in. Coming in hot.
They're holding hands.
Great, great. Here he comes. Flying in. Nice. All right.
I mean, Yankum he's just so enormous.
Yeah, well, hey, we appreciate all shapes and sizes.
All right, there you go.
It looks great. I mean, especially all together there, where you can really let them be their own wacky family.
Yeah, the sort of graphic design on their color palette is really cool. It's really cool. I don't no disrespect to Murph. He's just he's
somewhere.
Yeah.
He's busy being eaten.
He's being eaten alive. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Hey, he can take it. He can take it. Not a problem.
He's actually one of my faves of the line. I think that gelatinous blob. Oh, hold on.
You found.
He got elevated, but okay.
All right. Did the cat put him higher?
I think I put him higher to hide him.
I see.
Go with your buddy. Go with your home. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. All right. So, Mike, I think now that we have the entire Prodigy line ahead of us, I think you know what? Let's give it a rating of 1 to 100 self-sealing stem bolts.
All right. Well, I think in order of my favorites, just from having played with them, I think today was a banner day because I think Gwyn, of all of them, came to take my top spot.
Okay.
I think she's going to take my top spot, followed by Yankum Pog, followed by Zero, followed lastly by Dell, which is he's the kind of the protagonist. So it's kind of crazy that he takes the bottom spot, Keith. But that's just a loose ranking. I think overall, there's so much whimsy. I love that. As far as toys go on the shelf, this is my favorite. I mean, I'm going to give it 80, maybe 85, because I would probably have bought some of these for sure. Although, isn't it funny? Yankum's giving me just straight up Bebop and Rocksteady Turtles vibe. Yeah. I'm disappointed in Zero's lack of actual anything but the exosuit. I feel like there could have been a more clever way, but money. But yeah, I hope that it does some good. I hope the cross promo helps them sell some video games. I heard the video game is kind of, pretty generic sandbox thing. But yeah, I dug it. It's been fun looking at them. It's been fun playing with them. I have to find a place to place them because there's definitely no room on that shelf. So yeah, that's
I mean, it's time for you guys to move out of the nest and get your house near. But once I get my murder shack in the woods somewhere, you have to move in next door, and then you have plenty of space for it.
Yeah, this talk about murder shack. It's just gonna be us and Playmates action figures. It's
fine with me. I mean,
I know. I'm wondering if my wife will have a problem with that. But
I'm just accepting my future. I'm just accepting my reality. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a very strong line. And
all right.
it's
So
definitely
call to action here. Call to action.
Mm-hmm.
Customizers. These have been out in the wild for a little bit of time now. Has anybody seen or started work on using any of these pieces in some other magical custom, send those over to Keith because we'd love to start checking them out. Let's see what people are doing.
Yeah, and you can reach me at lookatmystartrektoys@gmail.com. And while you're doing that, you can check out our other shows. Keith and Mike watch Deep Space Nine, Strange New Show. Keith and Mike watch Strange New Worlds, and K&M Geekly, where Keith and Mike just talk for no reason. But there's Murph. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. This has been a blast. Thank you to Playmates for continuing the line. Keep it coming. We will keep reviewing. We will be back next week with probably some more amazing customs. You wouldn't believe what is in my inbox that has been stacking up because we've been doing the Prodigy reviews.
Yeah,
so
and keep
much
your eyes
going
peeled.
on.
We got sent something special, Keith, that doesn't really slot into any of the Playmates toys, but it is a Star Trek toy, and we'll be checking that out on the channel pretty soon. Thanks, especially to get ready for summer.
All right. So, good fun. We'll see you back here next week. Till then, this has been Look at My Star Trek Toys!